Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well and keeping safe at your places. So guys, today we will discuss about a very prominent advanced ruling for the people who are into the business of renting of immovable properties. Yes guys, this advanced ruling is very important for people who are into the business of renting of immovable property. So guys, if you are one of them, kindly watch this video and let me know if you really got some idea how to determine the taxability and the taxable value of renting of immovable property into the business run by you. So guys, let's start. Guys, this advanced ruling is issued in case of Midcon Polymers Private Limited. Yes, the applicant in this case is Midcon Polymers Private Limited and the ruling is held by Karnataka Authorities. The facts of the case were like, the first is the applicant is basically into the business of renting of immovable property. They proposed a contractual agreement to the educational institution to whom they wanted to rent their immovable property, and the terms of the agreement were like as follows. The first term was they will charge the monthly rent of 1.5 lakh rupees from the educational institution. The second point was they will also charge refundable security deposit. Guys, keep this word in mind, refundable security deposit of INR 5 crore rupees, which will be refunded to the educational institution post termination of the tenancy. And the third one is any taxes or statutory obligation such as property tax, etc. will be borne by the lessor. So guys, this applicant asked for the advance ruling in case of following three questions. So there were three questions which were framed by the applicant. One was whether they will be allowed for the deduction of property tax and other statutory obligation discharged by them from the value of renting of movable property. So guys, let's take an example. If the value of immovable property is 100 rupees and the property tax paid by the applicant is 20 rupees. So the applicant wanted to understand whether the value of renting of immovable property will be 100 rupees or it will be 100 minus 20, that is 80 rupees. And the second question was the notional interest which will be earned by the applicant, from the refundable security deposit, will it become a part of the value of renting of immovable property? Say for example, if the value of renting which they are charged is 100 and the amount of interest which the applicant is earning every month is 50 rupees, then they wanted to understand whether they will pay the tax on renting of immovable property for 150 rupees or on 100 rupees. The third question was whether the applicant is allowed for the general exemption of 20 lakh rupees for taking GST registration. So guys, these were three questions which were framed under this advance ruling, and now we will discuss about the contention of the department, the contention of the applicant and the final ruling which is given by the Karnataka authorities. So guys, applicant's contention on the notional interest earned by it was that it is nothing but just a guarantee against the damages of its properties and the furnitures used by the lessee during the lease period. Secondly, this deposit is a refundable deposit and it has no nexus with the services provided by the applicant. The third one is, as per the proviso provided under the definition of consideration, no security deposit can be a part of the consideration unless it is applied for such services. So according to the applicant, such notional interest should not be a part of the value of renting of immovable property. Now, on the contrary, department said that security deposit is calculated whenever any property is leased out. So if the property is not leased by the applicant, then there would not be any security deposit. Hence, there is a nexus between the security deposit and the service provided by the applicant. The third one is, in the general practice, wherever the amount of security deposit is higher, the amount of rent is lesser, and vice versa. The third one is, as per the GST law, a monetary value received by the service provider from service receiver or any third party would be a part of the value of service provided by the applicant. Hence, the notional interest earned by the applicant should form part of value of renting of immovable property and GST should be charged on the same. On now, moving forward to the next question was property tax. So the applicant said that the taxes charged by the local authorities is nowhere a part of the service and hence it should be deductible. But on the contrary, department said that as per the GST law, only taxes paid under the GST Act are allowed to be deducted from the value of service. Other than those taxes, any taxes paid by the applicant should form part of the value of service. Accordingly, the renting services which is provided by the applicant would be liable to GST inclusive of the property tax. So, the Karnataka authorities ruled as follows. The first point on the property tax, the Karnataka authorities said that no deduction of property tax would be allowed to the applicant and they have to pay the service tax on renting of immovable property inclusive of such property tax and any other local taxes paid by the applicant. The second point on notional interest. In the second point, they held that notional interest will definitely form the part of value of renting of immovable property only if such notional interest influences the value of monthly rent. And the third point in which they ruled that exemption of INR 20 lakh rupees would be allowed to the applicant if the taxable value including the renting of immovable property is less than INR 20 lakh rupees. So guys, I hope you like that video. If you really like that video and you have some comments, then please comment on my comment section and subscribe my channel for more updates on GST. Thank you guys. Thank you very, very much.